Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. It's the artist Andrew speaking, and we're live streaming. It's probably just going to be me by myself tonight.
Hey, everybody.
Oh,
Welcome
damn
back
it.
to
Hold on.
Misfit Corner Comics Presents. It's the artist.
Forgot to turn down the mute. That's all right. That happens. But at least I know the audio is working one way or the other. It'll probably just be me tonight. Todd has family visiting, so he's probably not going to be able to join. If he can join later, that'd be great. But if he can't, then not a big deal. I can just tell you about my week, tell you about some of the goings-ons in the store, and maybe check out a couple of the things that we like to check out and share with you. Let's see. The week was pretty good. Felt like such a long week. My daughter called me at one point and we were talking, and I was talking about New York, which is in October. And she's like, you got plenty of time. I said, honey, that's like right around the corner. I mean, it's less than 2 months away at this point. And I told her, I said, this year feels like it's just flying by. It really is. And she's got some stuff that's happening at the end of the year, and they got some stuff they got to work on planning. You know, those weddings, those crazy weddings. There's a lot of planning involved. And she's like, I got plenty of time. I got time. So you don't realize it's going to catch up on you. But anyway, it was a busy week at work this week, so I had a lot of stuff to do. I did get 4 Social Security scam calls in a 2-day time frame. 2 on one day and 2 on the next day. And I was actually just in the middle of editing one of them. The first one, I got the guy on the phone, and I told him my fake name, and I guess they flagged the system for that name because as soon as he heard it, he's like, okay, and then he hangs up. So it's like, well, no big deal. Then the next call came in, and I gave him the fake name and went through the whole thing, and it was a good 35-minute call. Loved it. I eventually, at some point, they tried to test you to see if you're screwing with them. And this guy, his test was giving him my full Social Security number, which obviously I just made up some numbers. And then he asked me what state was it issued in. And I didn't realize that your Social Security number, the first 3 digits, actually reveals what state it came from, because states have certain numbers. And I threw out a state, and that had nothing to do with the number I gave him. So he knew at that point I was screwing with him. And he broke character, and we talked for a bit. And he cursed a whole bunch, which was fun. But I had to edit the video. I had to edit all the curses out. He said some really bad things about my mother. I don't know why they always go to the mother, but they do. But that's all right. But I'm going to share that video probably Sunday, I think is the next time I'm going to schedule one. It's a good one. It's a good one. If you guys ever get these calls from the Social Security Administration office, they're scams, they're fake calls. Either hang up on them or do what I do, which is screw with them. And just play along and screw with them. Never reveal anything that's real. Not even your zip code. Don't even give them your real zip code. I've given them a fake zip code for years and years and years. That's okay. Oh, and then the next day, I got 2 more calls. The first one, for some reason, it skipped the Social Security Administration, and it went to a guy claiming to be from the Border Security, and he was adamant that he was a valid person, a real government agency worker. And he even told me, those Social Security calls, those are just scams. I said, yeah, I know. And eventually he broke character and cursed at me, which is, that's fine. My ultimate goal with these calls is to waste their time. And if I can get 5 minutes of their time, 10 minutes of their time, I'm doing a good job. But if I can get 30 minutes of their time, there's no muscles there whatsoever, but I just feel powerful. Then like not even a half hour later, I got another call that day, and that one was another 30+ minute call. This time the guy, I was ready for the Social Security number question and state. I even have a state all picked out and a number all picked out. And he skipped that and said, is this just verifying your phone number? And I said, yeah, that's my number, which of course it wasn't. It was my wife's number, but that doesn't matter. He said, I'm going to send you a text, and I need you to send me a picture of your driver's license. I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. So I told him I didn't get the text. I gave some lie. Maybe it's in my spam thing or whatever. But bottom line, he's like, I know you're just screwing with me. And of course, he went into a little cursing tirade. They get so mad, and they'll tell you, you're not wasting their time, and they're just making money left and right. But when you remind them, you're not making money off of me, and I'm taking up a half hour of your time, so they don't really like it. But it's always fun. It's a lot of fun. One of these days, these guys are going to come after me. My YouTube channel is still small enough that they probably don't even notice me, and that's fine. But I get these calls all the time. I don't know about you guys, but I get them all the time. The majority come through my wife's phone number. She does a lot of Google searching, and Google, of course, keeps her information, and that's where a lot of these people get numbers and information from, is from the web searches you do. But I always have fun with them, mainly because I know they're never, ever, ever going to stop, and that's the best part. One of these days I'll break down and just give them everything. Nope, not going to happen. Okay, so the new thing in the store, which I wanted to talk about. There are several local comic book stores here in Jacksonville that I shop at. And one of the things I like to pick up from time to time are grab bags. And most people out there know what a grab bag is. It's a package of comics. Most of the time, you don't know what's in them. It's a surprise. Sometimes you can see what's two of the comics, one on the front, one on the back. One of the local stores I go to, that's what it is. There's something on the front, something on the back, and you can decide what you want from there. And then other times they'll be just in a bag and you won't know what's in there. One of the stores I go to, they sell 10 comics for $5.99. Not a bad price, 60 cents a comic. That's decent. For sure what you're getting front and back, but in the middle, it's probably a lot of junk. And I just found out, the manager told me, because he knows I buy them from time to time, that they're raising the prices. They're raising the prices to $7.99. I'm like, whoa, okay, well, maybe it's still worth it. The other store I go to, they do it as a blind bag where you can't see the comics, and it's 10 comics for $10. So $1 a piece. That's not bad. But 50-cent comics, 60-cent comics, that's a little bit more in my price range. I like buying used comics, older comics, cheaply, and then selling them cheaply. One of the things that they do not do is they do not bag and board these comics. They are all just packed into a bag. At one of the stores, it's very, very tight. So if something gets bent, getting jammed into the bag, then that's what you get. And at that one store where they do it for $5.99, I have many, many times pulled out damaged comics. There was one the other day where the cover was ripped. It's like, why? Who is going to? There's no other way to sell them. Oh, Avery's here. Let me bring him in real quick. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm just, let me switch this over. I'm just talking to myself. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right, man.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear from you. Todd. I forget my friends' names from time to time, was asking me about you last Friday. Said, hey, have you heard from Avery? I said, I've seen posts from him, so I know he's still around.
Yeah.
And he's probably busy. That's fine.
Yeah, busy. I thought, I don't know when New York was, and I thought you said you wouldn't be around, so I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, no. It was the Missouri trip. We were gone for 2 Fridays. Yeah. But we're back. And,
yeah.
Things are good.
Didn't you stream last week?
Yes, I did stream last week.
Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure when it was. I knew you were leaving for some trip, so
yep.
I just wasn't paying attention, and I didn't notice the notification till it was too late.
It's all right. You know me. I do this because I like doing it. I have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Whether anybody even comes or joins or
yeah.
My choice of words is never very good. So I was telling everybody about some local stores here in town that have grab bags, and how the prices are going up, and sometimes they put really crappy bags or crappy comics in the bags in order to get rid of them, because they're never going to get rid of them either way.
Yeah.
But I've decided I'm going to do grab bags at my store, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently. So hold on just 1 second. I'm going to go grab a few so I can actually show them to you. So hold on.
All right.
Don't go nowhere.
Psst, everybody run.
You'd think that I knew I was going to talk about this and I'd be ready.
Yeah.
That would totally ruin the motif of this show, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Being ready.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to just show me for just a second, but you still hang in there, okay?
Okay.
So I put together some grab bags for my store. I put a little over a dozen of them, and we'll see how they do. But the grab bags include 10 comics, bagged and boarded, individually bagged and boarded, for $6. So that's not a bad price. And I put in, like, this one's got Guardians of the Galaxy in there. This one's got Fantastic Four. This one's got Justice League and Legends, the John Byrne Legends series on it. Mm-hmm. And I put there's at least 2 to 3, possibly 4 of my $2 comics in each one of these packs. And cover price wise, easily $30 a pack. But I'm selling them for $6. And we'll see how that goes. I get a lot of people that come in the store and they want to buy comics because they want to just read them, or they want to give them to somebody, and they don't know what they like. And if you buy a grab bag, you're going to get a little bit of everything. But these are a hell of a lot better than the grab bags where it's 10 comics shoved into a bag and you pull them out and there's damage on them or there's ripped covers, and that's because that's the only way they can get rid of them.
Yeah, or it's all basically what I would call it's all convergence.
Yeah.
You know, it's all DC convergence.
I have yet to put an issue of DC's Convergence in these things at all.
Because every time I look at bargain comics these days, I'm like, it's just even if it's not convergence, to me, it's all convergence.
Exactly. So I'm going to have a section of grab bags in the store this coming weekend. $6 for 10 bagged and boarded comics, with a cover price of almost $30. I did a little chart showing what the cover prices were. Some of them were like $29.80. Some of them were $27. Some of them were $33. Most comics nowadays are $2.99. So you put 10 of them together, it's almost $30 in every one.
Most comics now are $3.99 and $4.99.
Well, yeah, that's true too. Oh, check it out. I was able to get the last issue that I missed of Stray Dogs. You know, that series that looks like this is issue number 2. This is the 4th printing, but it's the cover. It's the homage to 28 Days Later.
Wow.
The issue number 1 that they re-released, which was the 5th printing, is the Bram Stoker Dracula variant.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of cool. They re-released all 5 issues with movie poster, parodies, and there was 1 or 2 of them I didn't recognize. I have no idea what they were, but I'm sure they're popular horror movies. But I'm not a horror movie guy, but I just really like that. So now I'll actually sit down and read the series and see what it's like. Oh, okay. We did something last week that was absolutely freaking hilarious.
Well,
and the entire time I'm looking at this and I'm saying, if Avery was here, he'd be rolling on the floor. Guess what we did?
What was that?
We checked out the guest list for the New York Comic Con.
Oh, God. I bet it's horrendous.
There was only 6 people. As of last Friday. I want to see if there's new people this Friday. There was only 6 people, and one of them was Donnie Cates, and the other was Jamal Eigel, attorney at Lull. Todd and I are looking at this, and we're going, this is all they've got? I mean, it's possible they just haven't updated the website. And I told him, I said, we're going to have to double check this every week to see if it gets bigger. Because we looked at the last showing, which was 2019, and it was a page and a half of names. This was literally 6 people. I mean, granted, Ryan Stegman and Jay Lee were 2 of the 6 people.
Yeah.
But it was just sad. It was just very sad. So if you want to take a minute with me and let's go check out and see if they've updated any new names on the New York Comic Con guest list.
Oh my god, that's horrible, dude.
All right, give me just a second. Let's see. New York. How do you spell New York? Okay.
How do you spell New York?
All right. Badges, guess. Aha. Okay. Now, I have not looked at this list since like Monday, so I don't know. I don't know if it's been updated or not, and if it hasn't, then how freaking sad is that? But if it has, we might actually, have fun with it. Let's see here.
When is it?
October 6th or 7th through the 10th.
I wouldn't be shocked if New York shuts down again by then.
Well, I'm hoping it doesn't, but that's always a possibility.
Because they're pushing it.
All right, guest list. All right, here we go. All right. I hate to say it, but this is already starting to look bad because these top three were the same top three from last week. We have Donnie Cates, Amy Chu, who originally when we were looking at this list, I didn't recognize the name.
I don't even.
And Todd was like, yeah, you know who she is. And I realized later who she was. Now, Cami Garcia, I have no clue. I don't know anything about her. Then we have Jamal Igle, Jay Lee, and Ryan Stegman. And I told him, I said, Jay Lee, Ryan Stegman, those are cool guys. I like their art. They'd be worth seeing. But that's it.
That's all the comic related people that are going to be there.
That's all the guests overall so far. And this is the official New York Comic Con 2021 website. I'm not going to just some fake site. This is their site. And all they have, less than 2 months away from the show, is 6 people.
I've only heard of 4 of them.
Oh, yeah? Which 4? Now, I know the bottom 3 and Donnie Cates, but of the 2 ladies. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's right. I'd heard of 5 of them, but
I only have any respect for 2 of them.
Well, that's what Todd was saying. Todd was saying, if you look at it this way, you really like 33% of the guests at the New York Comic Con this year. 33%. That's huge. That's a huge number. And I told him, I said, you know what the best part about this list is? I don't have to write a single name down. I know exactly who I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Is that not sad?
Ugh.
I'm hoping to hope that they just haven't updated the website yet. And when it comes to websites, cons are not known for being up to date on a lot of stuff. But we're now, actually tomorrow, we're 2 months away. So they better start adding some names to this list soon.
The guest list is normally huge.
Yes, it is.
So
isn't it crazy?
It's funny.
Figured you'd get a kick out of that.
I wouldn't want to go anywhere near New York.
Well, I have high hopes that it'll be a good show, but I'm getting really nervous. And I'm getting nervous not because of the show itself, but because of that frickin' city.
Yeah.
And all the things that are going on.
I wouldn't go anywhere near it, dude. What's wrong with you?
I know. Well, if it wasn't for the fact that I already paid for the passes, I already paid for the airline tickets. Ray's already got us a place to stay. It's all been. I've got the time off from work. He's got the time off from work. All the pieces are falling into place. The only thing that can destroy it is New York itself. And there's a really good chance that that's going to happen. So we'll have to. I don't want to do it, but I need to. I need to look and find out at what point I can cancel my plane ticket and still get my money back. Because there is a cancellation thing. You can cancel, but there's a certain cutoff where if you do it at a certain point, you're screwed. I need to look into it just in case.
Yes.
How freaking sad. So what's going on in your world, man? Anything interesting?
No.
No? Are you working?
Yes.
Good. That's wonderful. Anything you can share, or is it all
No.
top? Okay. No, that's fine too. I understand.
I can't. I don't know if I have permission to talk about it.
No. That's all right. As long as, hey, I'm working. That's the important part.
I mean, I'm still wrapping up my part for Lost Pages 3.
Yeah.
I mean, 2, not 3, 2. There's another story I did that may come out
Okay.
through a publisher that is related to CG.
Very
They
good.
are CG.
Okay.
And I have my mother's in town because our birthday is coming up.
That's right. That's right.
So she's here.
Well, tell her I said hello.
All right.
Well, you know where I'm at if you guys want to come visit, but
Yeah.
you don't have to. You know what I look like. There's nothing. There's nothing new under the sun on my side of town. So
When I stopped by last time she was here,
Mhm.
and I brought you that stuff, there was one other thing I forgot to bring you.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of those Dorb things.
Okay.
That she had gotten out of a unit, and it's like a Power Ranger Dorbs. I'm like, what do I don't need this. I'll just give it to Andrew. He can put it in the store.
That sounds like exactly something you would collect and
Absolutely, of course, everybody knows like how much I love Dorbs and Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Yeah.
Oh my god, live for it.
You know what I didn't realize? The new Suicide Squad movie. It's in theaters now, but it's also on HBO Max. I completely missed that.
Oh,
I, of course, pay from HBO Max for my wife, so she has stuff to watch. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, shit, I could go watch it tonight if I wanted to.
yeah.
But she's not home. She's at her mother's house. I don't know if that's one she would care about, but have you seen it yet?
No,
Are you gonna see it?
maybe.
Okay.
I'm not holding my breath over it.
No, me neither. Me neither. I honestly, I didn't even realize. Well, I didn't even realize football started yesterday. There was a Dallas-Pittsburgh game, preseason game on. I didn't even realize that happened. The news that mentioned it, and I'm like, holy crap, football's back. So I know you don't care about that either. So
No.
I'm just going through the list of things I know Avery doesn't give a rat's ass about.
Things I really like. It's a short list.
Yeah.
AKs and comic books.
So we're gonna start talking about my store, Power Ranger toys, movies,
Okay.
and football.
Cool.
Now we'll move on to cartoons. No, I'm just kidding. I know you don't care about any of that stuff, but
They don't make good cartoons anymore.
well, I watched the first episode of the He-Man show, the Kevin Smith one.
I'm sorry.
A lot of the action was really good. A lot of the animation was okay, but by the end of the episode, I'm like, damn,
Where's He-Man?
yeah, where's He-Man? They
It's not He-Man. It's the Tila show.
they
And He-Man's a cuck.
they did exactly what everybody thought they were going to do, and it was just so sad. And I wasn't even there to watch the next episode. I have heard nothing good about the show from anybody.
From anybody that's not a blue hair beta male.
I don't listen to a lot of blue hair beta males, so I don't know.
They're like, oh,
But
that's great.
I haven't seen a single person come out and say, just stick it out to issue 5 or episode 5 or 6 because it gets better. No, nobody said that, which is sad because, I mean, I was never a He-Man fan. I collected the toys. That's because my mom bought them for me. And I watched the show, which I thought was, you know, at the time it was entertaining, but it's not something that I needed to keep and collect, you know. It wasn't like G.I. Joe and Transformers.
Those were better. I mean,
Those
He-Man
were
was cool.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe and Transformers was the shit.
I think it's hilarious when your boy Zach talks about He-Man. He's like, they were toys for dumb kids. So maybe I'm better in the fact that I wasn't a huge fan. Like I did not rush home after school to watch He-Man.
I
I
liked
did.
it.
Voltron, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Voltron was dope. Robotech.
I never watched Robotech, believe
I
it or
did.
not.
I did.
Silverhawks, Thundercats,
Yeah,
G.I. Joe,
dude.
Transformers, got Mask.
Thundercats was better than He-Man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The opening credit scene for Thundercats is
Mhm.
still badass.
Same with Silverhawks.
Yeah.
Very awesome. Very awesome. I wish the animation looked that good for the entire series.
Oh my gosh, that would have been such an expensive show.
I think Todd was telling me that the studios that do the intros are separate from the ones that actually do the cartoons.
Yeah.
They actually pay a better studio to do those, and they're
Yeah.
usually awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh well, they're usually very, very exciting. Very, very.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action and a lot of movement.
Yeah,
And,
like watch the G.I. Joe the movie opening credit scene.
oh,
my
the extended one. Oh my gosh!
Oh, dude, the G.I. Joe movie. Oh my god, it's so good.
Every character gets a spotlight. Every character gets shown. It's just great. It's fantastic.
I love it, dude. The animation's so good.
Yep. Speaking of really good movies, did you see the Snake Eyes movie yet?
No.
Mike and I went. It was entertaining. Other than the fact a few of the characters were named after G.I. Joe characters, it has absolutely nothing to do with the origin of Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
They completely changed everything, literally top to bottom. And it was, if you were a G.I. Joe fan, you had no idea what was going on because it was not a Snake Eyes movie.
They just called it that.
Yeah. But I mean, there were some entertaining parts to it. There was a lot of really slow parts where you're sitting there going, do something. But But it was still, we saw
I did watch a Jungle Adventure thing, the Rock movie.
Oh, the Jungle Cruise? Jen went and saw it with Mike yesterday. They enjoyed it.
I didn't hate it. I fell asleep through a good chunk of it.
That's kind of sad, man.
Well, it's just because I'm tired. I don't sleep good, so sometimes I just fall asleep. Like right now, I've been trying to take a nap since like 5 o'clock.
Right.
And it hasn't worked out. And I'm really, really sleepy because I haven't had a whole lot of sleep. And I need to work tonight, so I need to get like at least 2 or 3 hour like nap, and it's not working out for me.
Right.
Because I need to work all night to get something done.
At least you didn't tell me you pulled out a gun and shot your TV. It was that bad.
No. I didn't hate it. I mean, it had some very entertaining things in it. I've seen Black Widow, and that I fell asleep because of boredom.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet either.
It's not good.
Really?
We wanted that movie for so long, a Black Widow movie. Scarlett Johansson is hot, even though she's been SJW boring. But she's hot, and I'd watch her in a movie. It's no, forget about it.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's honestly, it's not repugnant the way that Captain Marvel is.
Yeah.
It's just boring. It's like I put Ant-Man as like a solid C.
Right.
This is a C minus, maybe a D plus.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I found Ant-Man to be entertaining. Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, they were entertaining.
Ant-Man's a solid C. Watch it. Watch the second one. That they're solid C's. And a couple of these Marvel movies are like A's. Like, hey man, that was a fun movie.
Yeah.
But I would consider like Ant-Man, the Ant-Man movies, the second Thor, like the weaker ones, except for Captain Marvel is just garbage.
I still have yet to see that entire movie.
Which one? Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel, yeah. I've started it, and I've gotten.
Yeah.
I get to a certain point where I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. It's like I don't care.
I know how it ends. Yeah. I know how the next movie starts. So what is it? What is it giving to me?
Yeah,
What I think is funny is
it's awful.
I see clips from it, and I'm like, I've never seen that before. It's because I haven't finished watching the movie.
Yeah, you're not
Like
missing.
the one where she's there with the little kid, and the little kid is pressing buttons on her costume, and her costume's changing colors and so forth.
Uh-huh.
That happens in the movie. I've never seen that scene in the movie because I've never gotten that far. So I have no idea where it happens in the movie. I've never seen it. So, but I've seen it clipped in other places. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, well, one of these days I'll get around to it. That's so sad. That's high praise for a movie. You never finish, you know?
Yeah.
Oh well. So Jungle Cruise is good. That's one I want to see.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's it. It really reminds me of. It's like take the first Mummy and throw in a little bit of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay. Both of those movies, both of those
fun.
franchises started entertaining.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take a little bit of that, and there you go. It's that kind of movie.
Well, very good, very good. You know what's so sad with HBO Max?
It's
these
not
movies,
great, but it doesn't suck.
Yeah, with HBO Max, these new first run movies are being released in theaters and on the streaming service at the same time, and I don't care enough to watch some of them. Space Jam 2.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had no desire to turn that on, even though it's free to me because I pay for the service. But well, I guess that's the definition of not free, but you know what I mean. It's available to me at any time, and I haven't had the desire whatsoever. Everything I've either seen or read about it or heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. Hey, can I have $1,150?
$1,150? Sure. What for?
Well, I also need another $3,000 after that.
Okay.
But this is for a 1969 Ishmash AKM parts kit. This is just the parts.
Yeah.
And then I need another $3,000 to get on Jim Fuller's build list. So I can have an AK built by Jim Fuller.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it'll cost $2,000 to $3,000 to get him to build it.
I was waiting for you to say that's what you needed to buy an original piece of art or a comic or something.
No.
I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why.
No, I would much rather have a Jim Fuller build, especially from a 1969 unissued, pristine Russian AK.
Nice.
AKM, dude. Absolutely. Because it's not going to be long. There's not going to be any more of these kits left because they're not coming into the States anymore.
Well, that's because you don't need an AK to go hunting.
That's not what it's for.
Of course not.
Dude. I would.
I know.
I see this and I'm like, oh my god, this is just the parts.
You guys have heard of gun porn, right? This is what Avery's into.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like I don't go to Pornhub. I just like watch John Wick movies.
See, now I've got a desire to watch John Wick movies.
No. This is what you need to watch, dude.
What?
Heat.
The one with Al Pacino?
Yeah, dude, that movie is gun porn.
Oh, okay.
Dude. Oh my god.
I've seen it a couple of times, but the guns in it don't make an impact on me,
Yeah. Because you don't know what they are.
Yeah, because I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I know what a lot of them are, and I'm like, oh my god, how'd they even get one of those?
Like the bank robbery scene?
Yeah, like there's so many good guns that we just can't get anymore because, well, dickheads keep banning them.
Well, that's what dickheads do, man.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a second. I'm going to check real quick, see if there's any comic prices changes that are worth mentioning. Because you never know. That's always something that's interesting. Oh, nope, nothing there.
Like that guy I want to have an AK built by. There's a company he started and sold it and left. They're called Rifle Dynamics. I went to their site last night and I built and on their site I selected an AK pistol I liked and a rifle I liked, and I built them and I picked all the stuff on it I wanted. And the bill came out. I didn't buy it because I don't have this kind of money, but the bill came out to over $7,000 for these custom builds.
Oh wow!
I was just like, oh, AKs have become so expensive.
I'm sorry.
They didn't used to be this expensive. But
Well,
it's just getting harder and harder to get good parts.
it's what happens when your government likes to overreach.
Yeah.
Prices go up.
That's a source
Whether it's guns,
Mhm.
whether it's
Gas.
bread or gas, it all
gas,
it goes up.
way up.
Hey, did you hear? I don't know if you heard this on the news, but our Walmart over on Beach Boulevard, the one over by Southside, is closed till Sunday. They've closed it for deep cleaning.
Wow.
And my wife called me and told me that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I was there this morning because that's the one I go to every morning to pick up anything I need. I picked up cat food this morning. And she said, nope, it was on the news. And Mike confirmed it because he went by and he said, yep, they're closed. And I'm like, well, damn.
I'm still going up in places that aren't even wearing my mask. I'm just like, nope.
No,
I'm not putting it back on unless well, you know what? I did wear it today because I was in the DMV.
Oh,
I had to renew my tag.
oh, you couldn't do that online?
I kept forgetting, and the DMV is literally right around the corner.
Yes, it is. I know that. Okay.
So I was there and back in 30 minutes.
Oh, my mother-in-law bought a new car, something she's wanted to do for a while now, and then she sold her car to Michael. So Michael now has a new car.
Oh, cool.
Since his accident, he hasn't had a car and he's been using his sister's car. So now he has his own car again, which is very exciting. But they took a day off of work to go to the DMV to take care of all the registration and transferring and all. Luckily, they weren't there very long. Within an hour, they were back home, but they also had to transfer the title of the motorcycle my father-in-law had, and they had to do a bunch of different things. So they figured, let's just all go and take care of it all at one time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. Going to the DMV is not something that's high on any one of my lists. You know.
Wow.
How long did you have to wait?
15 minutes.
Really? Damn.
There wasn't that many people there. I went really early in the morning.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now by 2
when everybody
o'clock,
else
it
is
was
at
slammed.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got there at like 10:30
Yeah. Okay.
or a little after 10:30. It didn't take that long.
That's the lesson to you all. Get to the DMV early.
No, normally, if I'm going to go, I like to get there at 8 when they open. Like I like to already be there like 15 minutes before, waiting for them to open.
Yeah, but then you can't sleep in the morning.
I was awake already.
Oh, all right.
Like I hadn't gone to like I haven't been to sleep yet since about. I took a nap yesterday and I woke up around midnight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been up since midnight yesterday. And I've been trying to sleep for the last. I ran some errands with my mom and hung out with her a little bit.
When do you get the most amount of work done? What time of day?
Things really start to flow between like midnight and maybe 4 or 5 in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Sometimes a little earlier. That's when but at nights when things go the best. I tend to sleep in that very early morning to early afternoon.
Gotcha.
Is when I tend to sleep. But my mom's here, so I don't do that as much. And like my sleep schedule's real crazy.
She
right
just
now.
screws up your entire plan.
Well, I don't want to leave her alone all day long.
She's capable. She can take care of herself.
Sure, she absolutely can take care of herself. I just don't want to.
But if she comes down to visit you,
Exactly, I want to. Spend
and you're
time
not
with her.
there, you're
Exactly.
a bad son.
I want to spend time. I want
Yeah.
to spend time.
Yeah, I feel guilty if I don't talk to my mom at least once a week.
Mhm.
At least give her a call and say, "Hey, how's it going?" type of thing. I really don't care what's happening, but it's best to at least just make an effort. Last time I called her and they weren't home. So I left a message on their machine. I said, "Hey guys, it's Andrew. It's your son." I said, your only son, just in case you forgot. I try to say something stupid and funny every time I leave a message. I mean, if you're going to make me leave a message, I'm going to be an ass. So that's just the way it goes.
Right on.
Oh, well. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, but I think there's nothing else really going on. I went to the price guide to see if any changes. All the changes were insignificant. Like they literally, the number one thing on the price change list was a graphic novel that went from $14.95 to $15.
Huh.
I really don't care. Nothing else in there made any difference, so there's no reason to highlight it. I mean, come on, give me some really good price changes and give me a reason for it.
Yeah.
But that's not happening, and we checked out the New York Comic Con guest list. Oh my God, that's so sad.
Pathetic.
Yep. And that's pretty much it. That's all we're going to do tonight. I kind of got a craving to draw, but I'm so tired. I can't do it right now. Oh, well. So we're going to wrap up. Avery, I appreciate you.
Sneeze.
Oh, that's all right. Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Tom, we miss you. We hope everything is well.
I remember I caught the notification and I show up and Todd knows it.
I hope that the case of crabs you got clears up soon.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you'll be able to join us again. And
I hope the Valtrax gets the herpes under control.
Yep. And the swelling will go down. Just keep your hands off of it. That's all we have to tell you. All right. Appreciate everybody coming by. I don't know if anybody was there or not. So
I don't know either.
Sorry. Oh, we did. Yes, last week I was talking about one of the comics I found, which was like this random, crazy independent comic I'd never heard of. And we start talking about it because it looked interesting. And then a guy in the comments who I've never met before, never heard from before, said, "Hey, I know that guy. He used to be an artist or a teacher at the Joe Kubert School." And we were like, "Holy crap, that's awesome!" And I mean, it was also awesome that we got a new watching the show, so that was good too.
Cool.
But hey, you never know. All right, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. I know everybody's out there partying right now, and we're the only sad sacks at home doing nothing. But
Well, Ethan's got an auction going right now.
oh well, that's probably where everybody's at.
Yeah.
All right, go enjoy. Talk to y'all later. Have a good weekend, and see you next week. Bye.
Bye.